Hey guys, today we are about to create Eivor from Assassin Creed Valhalla with this axe. Okay, I'm just kidding. I will use my sculpting tool, as always. ClayClaim. I had goosebumps when I watched the trailer of Assassin Creed Valhalla for the first time. We are creating Eivor, the protagonist from the game, and as Vikings are not using any kind of tape, we will hammer the blueprint to the table and start with the aluminum wire to create the skeleton. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, I highly recommend watching the trailer for Valhalla. And when you can understand German, I highly recommend watching this video with my German voiceover over on GTV. I'll link this video as well. Back to the trailer. For those of you who haven't seen it, well, it's quickly summarized without any spoilers. You hear this voice calling the Vikings barbarians, that they don't believe in gods and that they are just brutal creatures. And in the meantime, you see the Vikings, you see Eivor, how they are living and that they are soulful creatures and that they are believing in gods and taking care of each other. But then you hear this voice again and you see the King of England who just signs the declaration of war against the Vikings. And it is quite obvious that he is about to kill every Viking he can get. Yeah, this is the trailer quickly summarized without any huge spoilers. For today's creation we will use a lot of natural materials for the surface, for creating some beautiful imprints on the clothing, for example. This is some old fabric I found, and look at that. It creates this texture on the surface, on the trousers, and I really love this. We will repeat this later with some leather effects. And I also have some wool, and well, you will see this. This is a piece of old leather, and we will bring in some more texture for the boots, for these leather boots of Eivor, and I really love these rough materials when they come together for this Nordic guy. Now this will be the very first belt. We have many belts. No, this was wrong. Well, it is a belt, but it's more for the boots. When I am planning, when I am working on a clay figurine like this, I just don't want to focus on the image I have in front of me only. I also want to do my own thinking, and this means, okay, this is a Nordic guy. What could his boots look like? Which materials is he using? Because in, I'd say 40% of the time, I don't see the backside of his boots, and I have to come up with some solutions on my own. We are mixing now this beautiful stony gray, and we also try to use the stones as reference, and not only reference but imprint for the texture for this stone. And look at that. You can't tell that this is a fake clay stone. This is the next piece of fabric which we will attach to his legs. It is around his hips, and we have some of these Celtic symbols. At least I think these are Celtic symbols. Probably this is wrong because he's a Viking, but you don't learn any historic facts on this channel. You learn some clay stuff. So I'll end up using, well, let's go with Viking symbols. Yeah, these are Viking symbols. And we will later use this piece as well. Now this is some leather, some real leather, oh yeah. Also for the skirt. For the skirt he is wearing, made of leather, and as I just ripped it apart, I'll repair it the way the Vikings would have done it, because, well, this looks Nordish. And we will attach it to the body. I'm using this leather stripe to get some more imprints on the surface of the clay. And this will be the belt. The big belt buckle he got during his active time in WWF. So, some more decoration parts. We have these tiny stones. Is it jewelry? Is this gold? I don't know, but it looks quite nice. These symbols. And now that the belt is almost finished, be careful on the right side, we can remove it and attach it to Eivor, to the torso of Eivor. Now we bring in some color. I noticed that there is only a few pieces of color, probably because coloring fabrics were quite expensive during this time we are in right now. And this red texture looks outstanding compared to all the brownish colors, all the leather, all the belts. This is belt number 2, by the way. We'll add some more of these belts. The belt buckle made out of silver. The next belt on top with a beautiful belt buckle and all these triangles. Let's fill in some more clay for the chest area because it looked a little bit too flat. And here we go for the next belts and adding some more details. Again, I didn't want to be 100% accurate on the details. Let's say for the symbols on the belts, I just wanted to create this feeling that it looks like these Viking-ish symbols. I love this part in the music. This is the original soundtrack, by the way. I found it on YouTube, downloaded it, used it. A copyright claim is worth it, using this amazing music. And we are protecting his lower arms. And this will also be the part where we will attach the hands, his grip. He has some really strong fingers, a really strong grip. Not so much, well, nothing compared to the hands from last week from the Red King, but still quite strong. So we use the same technique I have done so many times before. I'm careful with this. These fingers will hold the 2 axes in a minute. Let's now attach the hands to the arms. I'm really proud of these hands. Now this will be the head. I try to bring it into shape. And now we can start working on all the details. I start with the areas of the eyes, the cheekbones, but also the nose. I try to bring this in as early as possible. Some nose holes, the mouth is wide open, the lips can be seen, the lower parts of the lips can be seen. We will add some hair in the face for the beard, of course. These are his eyes, and we place this onto the plate because I intend to put this into the oven and work again on the face. This is the solution I came up with to add all these tribal paintings in the face. This will be the first X with gold and some symbols, and then we have a second X, which is made out of pure silver, also with some beautiful details. The raven, which also plays an important role within the trailer. But I can't spoiler any further than this, because haven't totally understand the trailer myself. So this is the bird beak and the eyes, and we can put this into the oven. Freshly baked Eivor's head, and we'll drill a tiny hole inside to stick it onto the wire. Well, at first, let's bring in some paint. We are using this gray pen. In the trailer, you see Eivor also with this 3 red stripes right over his nose, right over his face. But I liked this more, especially with these green eyes. The eyes are really, really shining right now. We are adding a mixture of yellow ochre and also his skin tone to create the hair color and also the beard color. Looks a little bit like Hulk Hogan right now. WWF again. And also bringing in some textures, weaving the beard right now. This is an impressive beard. Well, this is my goal for the future. Well, not really, but it would be impressive though. Okay, another tail also on the left side, tiny one. Some more details, and also the raven, adding his ears as well. And that's it for the clay part. We can now start painting on the axis and adding some further details. Again, I don't try to imitate all these Viking symbols, I rather fake them. This is still quite hot. This is Eivor, and I am so looking forward to assemble him. We will give him his weapons into his strong hands, and then we'll add some other details, other materials other than clay. This is wool, black sheep wool for some details on the arms, but also this big piece of fur around his shoulders, his strong shoulders. Look at that, it already looks so impressive. Now we are also adding the last details made with clay and adding some white paint to the fur, to the wool itself. And this is the last working step. Adding some transparent polish for some shiny details. The iris, of course, to give him his bright, clear look, saying, "I am ready to fight the King of England." Oh yeah. We are removing it from the wooden plate, and maybe we add some further wool just around the stone. Look at that. Beautiful effect. Guys, I guess that's it. Eivor from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I hope you enjoyed this video. Eivor from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If you want to see more stuff from this game, please let me know. Write it down in the comments. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye. Well, what's goodbye on Viking language? I didn't find it. Let's pretend Dakmarko means goodbye and take care on Viking tongue.